My name is William Beal. I'm the Deputy Supervisor of the town of Wappinger. I welcome you all here today. Everyone here today has been impacted by this crisis in some way. If you don't know someone personally that's been affected, you know of someone that has been affected. You know people that are struggling. You know people that have passed. This is a real crisis in our community, and our supervisor has taken this very seriously. I often get the question from those that are uninformed, why does Lori Java involve herself in these drug awareness activities? Those people simply don't understand how this is impacting not only our community, but so many communities across our country. The statistics are unbelievable. For me, as a first responder in this town, an emergency medical technician, a volunteer with one fire department in our town that covers only 9 square miles, I could tell you that we in Houstonville have responded almost every month for over a year to a heroin overdose. We've given Narcan to a number of victims successfully. We've also been unsuccessful. For our paramedics and EMTs with Town of Wappinger Ambulance that are here today supporting these efforts, they see this every day. Opioid deaths continued to surge in 2015, which is the latest data we have from the CDC, surpassing 30,000 for the first time in recent history. That marks an increase of nearly 5,000 deaths from 2014. Deaths involving powerful synthetic opiates like fentanyl rose by nearly 75% from 2014 to 2015. Now we know that those numbers have increased even more dramatically after 2015, but the data is simply not there at this point. Heroin deaths spiked too, rising by more than 2,000 cases. For the first time since at least the late 1990s, there were more deaths due to heroin than the traditional opioid painkillers like hydrocodone and oxycodone. These numbers are unprecedented, and it's events like this that bring the awareness and open people's eyes to this crisis. Leading our campaign against this crisis is our town supervisor, the Honorable Lori Java.
Thank you all for coming to our second annual drug walk. When I took office, actually when I was running for election, I said this is a real crisis. And the problem is the stigma. I don't know how we're going to break the silence, but if we keep coming in the masses, we can do this. One person every 19 minutes is overdosing. With Narcan being so available now, we don't even have the accurate statistics anymore because people are using it in their homes and not calling for help. This is a problem. This is a community-wide problem. I've said it over and over again. Petty larceny, burglary, things are on the rise. They can't help themselves. And for people to turn around and look at somebody and just say it's their choice, it's no longer their choice. Maybe the first time. But after that, you are a hostage to opioids. Last year we had people come here and walk because they had family members struggling. This year they walk because they walk for those they've lost in the last year. This year we honor someone very near and dear to my heart, Kevin Brown, who lost his life on September 4th. And we're also going to walk for Jessica Gullery. When we come together like this is not just raising awareness, this is education. And education is the key to prevention. While our legislators are doing what they can at the state and the federal government, we need to do what we can at a local level. We need to raise awareness, we need to fight the stigma, and we need to break that silence.
I came and walked for my son Kevin. I walked last year just for awareness, and this year I'm walking alone. My son passed September 4th of 2016. If I can save somebody else in his memory, then I know that
This is definitely a disease that affects the entire family, spills over out into the community. It gets a grip on you, and the person no longer has choices. The drug makes the choice for you.
My girlfriend of 5 years I was with ended up overdosing. We were on and off, and there's a hard struggle, and that's why we were on and off, because she kept using, and then she'd get clean. So then I figured, she got clean, we were back together, everything seemed good, and this is what happened. So now hopefully she's at peace, and that's the best I can think,
Unfortunately, there's a lot of shame behind this disease. Until it hits home, you just can't believe it could happen to you. Because all it takes is one wrong dose, one wrong choice, and that's where this drug leads you. It leads you on a path of destruction.
Go out to people like us, the walk, and go to people like me, that's in the other, on the other side, that's went through this and lost, a loved one. Maybe, get advice, have someone to talk to.
Struggling, reach out, there's help out there. It only takes a phone call, and you can call Lori. There's so many people that are willing to help you and your loved one who might be struggling. Get the help.
Walking with us again. It really shows that our community is strong and that we're going to stand up to this. I want you to know something, and everybody that calls me for help or advice or just somebody to talk to, because sometimes that's all you need when you have a member in your family that's struggling, I will say it again, you can call me any day at any time. And if nothing more, maybe I can help with a resource. I can call one of the rehab centers that I have people that work there at, get me help, or just lead the way, or just be that voice at 3 a.m. So don't be afraid to call. There's a lot of us in the community that want to help, and when they're struggling, they'll know when they've reached to the point of no return. While they're going through their troubles, just be there for them, because it's up to them to make that decision.
We're going to pause for a moment. If you would like to bow your heads, feel free as we read the names of those that we've lost and those that continue to struggle. Carl R.
Christopher J. Yusufer.
William J. Dayton.
Stacy Ritigliano.
Kevin Brown.
Jeffrey Bennett.
Robbie Hodge.
Jessica R. Gullery.
Mikey Horowitz.
Denise Diamatia.
Matt Brewer.
Joey Tidwell.
Felix Oso,
Jose Oso,
Rachel Broadbeck,
Thomas,
Alora,
Rudy Padilla,
Brian,
Crystal Allen,
Donnie,
Matt,
Nick, Joe, and Andy.
Frank,
We also remember and keep close to our heart the names that we did not read today, that we know exist. We also bow our heads and pray for those that battle and struggle with this addiction.
And remember to keep them in your hearts and in your prayers always, as we will as a community. If you had one bit of advice to give another family that's struggling right now, or someone that is struggling with addiction, what would be your advice?
Not to give up on them, to be there for them, not to shut them out, to encourage them, and never give up.
Thank you. Thank you.